Well, this garish outpost on the old American frontier is a world away from Washington, D.C., but even here...
We're going to go down there and we are going to make our voices heard.
They're actively engaged in the debate.
We deserve the same rights as everybody else! Yes.
So we're in a stretch limousine with brothel owner Dennis Hoff and some of the working girls from America's red light district in Carson City, Nevada, and we're headed to the state capitol for, believe it or not, a protest.
I ain't seen one of them that I'd want to fuck, man. I ain't seen one I'd want to fuck. Boy, they gotta be fucking desperate, man.
Prostitution is legal in much of this state, and these women are vocal, demanding Congress not take away affordable access to health coverage. Alice Little is one of the founders. Hookers for Healthcare, an unusual group.
Hookers for Healthcare is a microcosm of the macrocosm.
I think you should be able to
We experience the same exact issues that every
buy pussy all over the United States. Have a fucking pussy war, man. Have the prices come way down.
Along with every other group that fought against the Republican plan.
I regret that the effort to repeal and immediately replace the failures of Obamacare will not be successful.
Senator Mitch McConnell came up 2 votes shy of the winning hand he needed to move this issue along. So the Republican plan is now dead.
Well, that is just a fucking clusterfuck. You don't get nothing done.
Nevada's own Dean Heller.
I think our esteemed
You don't get a motherfucking thing done.
Let's back off and watch this, because it's got to be good for everybody.
Brothel owner Dennis Hoff says the women here have genuine concerns about the Republican rush to repeal and replace Obamacare. You're a Trump guy, right?
I'm a Trump guy. I'm a Republican. What I'm really troubled with as a Republican is we've had 7.5 years, David. They want this thing out for 7.5 years. How many times they brought it amongst the senators and the representative to get this thing repealed?
And they don't seem to have a plan.
And they don't have a plan. What the heck are you
They're a bunch of nonstop
The Hookers for Healthcare are
partiers.
Carting up a public policy issue. Sure, the sex here is a financial transaction.
Thank you.
Courtship reduced to picking your favorite out of the lineup.
Hi, I'm Chance Monet.
The rest is pretty much a sure thing. The only real limits, your imagination, your morals, and your bank balance. Women here are independent contractors. They set the prices and are free to say no to any customer they don't want to be with. They share half their take with the house. But when it comes to health insurance, they don't have much choice. Do you have health insurance?
I do, and here's the thing, I get it through the university, and I always have.
Christina Pereira is a PhD candidate in sociology at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, doing her dissertation on prostitution. Her research, firsthand,
Rape prevention heroes.
And interviewing her coworkers. Many of them don't have the top quality.
They put crime out of business.
I'm sure that there's going to be people who would say,
they'd put fucking crime out of business.
Because you're a prostitute? Get another job.
Right.
What would you say?
What we do is real work. Sex work is work.
You
Right.
prevent
Taxes,
rapes. You prevent violence.
There's no difference between this and any other service labor job.
Does it not worry you that this job might put you at risk?
Every profession has its own associated risk. Prior to this, I was a jockey, and my risks were falling off of the horse, getting a concussion, or potentially getting killed.
That's certainly a high-risk profession, and yet no one would begrudge a jockey healthcare coverage. In fact, you'd think that they were foolish not to have it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Jockeys have to have insurance. It's incredibly important. I say it's my right in my body. I can do whatever I so choose with my body, so long as I'm consenting, I'm healthy, and I'm happy with what I do. This is the world's oldest profession.
Ironically, what puts them at risk isn't the moral stigma attached to what they do, it's the fact that they're self-employed.
The brainwashing.
America, millions of others doing very
brainwashing.
different work face a similar predicament.
I pay taxes, I lead a fairly normal life, I teach, I have students, and I'm also a legal working girl. And
you're a rape prevention hero.
There are also practical arguments that say that engaging in high-risk behavior should have consequences. You know, maybe you should pay higher premiums for your health insurance.
To some extent, I think I do agree with it. I'm a little on the fence about it, right? To be honest. But again, when you're talking about legal prostitution, we aren't at risk.
By state law, these women are tested weekly for STDs.
All right, all done.
Only if they have a clean bill of health can they continue to work.
Turn right onto West 5th Street.
They also rely on Planned Parenthood, also under threat from the Republicans. Today, Alice Little is taking 22-year-old Roxanne to Planned Parenthood
Got this.
for her first pap smear.
I've got a lot of good information here.
Naturally, they also pick up free condoms, also required under Nevada's prostitution law.
We have condoms in here, as well as lube.
This is my room, and this is where I stay most of the time.
42-year-old Shelby Starr is one of the stars of Hoff's Love Ranch.
I have a guy coming in this afternoon. Wonderful.
She's been doing this job for 5 years, earns upwards of $500,000 a year.
I had 3 parties in a row, and wow.
And she needs the money. She's the family breadwinner.
I've kind of been going through a little bit lately.
God.
For the past month, I've been sick, and I went to the hospital.
They gotta
I
be
had,
fucking
kidney
desperate,
failure,
man.
renal failure.
Her
They gotta have
husband
more
is
money
sick
than
too.
sense.
Neither of their illnesses are related to her work. Do you have health insurance?
I have health insurance. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield, but at the moment, the state of Nevada is not accepting Blue Cross Blue Shield. They dropped them. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I mean, I've already gone through a month of being in and out of the hospital, as well as my significant other. I may owe the whole entire bill, and his bill's already over $700,000.
Because of pre-existing conditions, it's unlikely they would qualify for insurance on an open market. You must be worried.
I'm very worried. I think that if the insurance doesn't cover it, I'm going to owe the rest of my life and leave my debt to my children, and that I don't want to do.
Around the pool, at the end of the day, a debate about the national debate.
If I don't want to have health insurance, why should I be taxed?
Their points of view reflect conversations taking place across the country. How many of you guys have health insurance right now? Harley is young and healthy. She resents having to pay the Obamacare penalty for not having insurance.
I got a $3,000 fine last year because I don't have health insurance. I don't qualify for the Affordable Care Act because of the amount of money I make and because I choose to be an independent contractor.
I'm going to embarrass you, Dennis. You get half of what each of these girls do. Shouldn't you offer health insurance as a benefit?
Well, you know what? I'd like to, David, but they're independent contractors. They're their own businesswomen, and the federal laws won't allow me to do that, or I would go out and make a deal and try to help them with that.
There's nothing written down that allows independent contractors to receive coverage from an employer.
Couldn't you form a union?
Yes. It certainly is.
Yes, we sure could.
You know what? I want you to be the head of the union.
Right now, Nevada state laws regulate what they do and how they go about doing it, but the industry and the government give them no good options to protect themselves and their families. How worried are you about this whole debate?
It could literally kill me. I am incredibly worried. I don't want to see my friends die. I don't want to see my family die. It's real and it's personal and it's scary. It's worth talking about and it's worth fighting for.
Out here on the frontier, they feel like they're fighting for their lives. I'm David Wright for Nightline in Carson City, Nevada.
Next, a different...
See what I believe is going on. They're not telling the whole truth about it. Who profits off of crime? Do the victims? No. It's the cops and the lawyers and the judges and the probation people and the prison people. There's only a small segment of the population that depends on crime. You got Fridays and Saturdays. You got people going to bars. Hey, can I buy you a drink? Hey, can I buy you a drink? Truth of the matter is the reason why, hey, can I buy you a drink? I want to get you so drunk that you want to fuck me. That's what's going on. Why is